From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Right to the air is Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. George Pickens, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Pacheco headed right. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 65 yards. And the Chiefs are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know they're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And he used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Play action. It's Jackson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became third and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
78 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Hey, 43, 43, 15, 15. Hey, Sunday, on Sunday.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Mahomes now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Trucks over him. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
This will go to Henry out wide. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to...
That one out wide and intercepted. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And I think we're all starting to wonder with this early deficit, what will that do to their play calling? Do they feel like they have to be more aggressive? Because they're throwing to start the drive here, but it winds up incomplete.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all three phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick six.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 15. He'll start with a give to Henry. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Here's Jackson to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
A first down carry for Henry. Down to about the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They'll roll him out right. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but they still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
To throw is Jackson. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Here's Jordan Stout now. Back deep for KC, Xavier Worthy. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Pacheco. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 124 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got this to Pickens. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Throwing now is Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey from 17 yards out. And the Chiefs are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. A toss left, Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now it's Jackson. In trouble, and he's taken down. Chris Jones now with his 2nd sack here on opening night. And he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Now here's Mahomes. He's going deep for Brown. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. DJ Chark, 61 yards. And the Ravens are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game.
26, Ravens 7. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
Yellow.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Here now, 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Mahomes. Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Swings this out for Hunt. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd and 5. Mahomes going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Butker's kick here is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ravens 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time we look. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Partner, I see you reaching for the white flag. Put it down. I don't want you throwing it, but I understand why, because if you do, you're hoping they might actually stop this game, because we're in blowout territory right now. That interception just surrendered any momentum they built up in the locker room during halftime. So game plan, it's in the garbage. Time to try something new in this one.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. This 2nd and 4. Brown goes in motion left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Toward the pylon, caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. George Pickens, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Jackson. That's to the pylon and incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. 52 yards rushing for him now to this point. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
On 3rd down, Henry. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and they knock that deficit down from 29 to 26. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Trenton Simpson firing in and sticking him for a loss.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 30. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Yellow. Right side.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got him. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man right side is Rice. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stop.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Henry running right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now 2nd and 3. They go play action with Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Back to throw here. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. That's caught inside the 20. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to 26.
Makes the score Chiefs 43, Ravens 17.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Stopped by the safety, Kyle Hamilton.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
Yellow. Hey, 57, 57. Right side.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Rice. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Hey, 57, 57, 57, right side.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. Mahomes now to throw. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And that one is incomplete, and it stops the clock at 12 seconds left in the half. 2nd and 10. Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Chiefs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Well, partner, tonight was a great way to kick the season off. That before the game, probably as much pomp and circumstance to start a season as I can ever remember. And this is just game one of many to come sitting next to you. Really looking forward to it.
As am I. Great to be back in booth with you for another season. Great to get this year underway. You and I both know interesting is going to be the word. An extra week now as part of that newer 17-game season.